Have you ever wanted to grow your money without risking too much? Tunde used to ask himself that question almost every night. He works a regular 9 to 5 job in Lagos. By the time he pays rent, transport, food, electricity, and data, the month is already finished. So whenever he hears people say, "Let your money work for you," he laughs. "Which money?" he would whisper to himself. To Tunde, investing in stocks sounded like something for rich uncles in Victoria Island, not for someone calculating transport fare every morning. But one evening, while scrolling through his phone, he saw a simple sentence: "Start small." That night, he couldn't sleep. What if 5,000 naira is not too small, he thought. And that was the beginning. The next day, Tunde began to research how to invest in Nigerian stocks. He quickly discovered something important. You can't just send money to a company and say, "I want to buy shares." You need a stockbroker. Think of a stockbroker like a real estate agent. When you want to buy land, you don't just walk into a random field and claim it. An agent helps you find it, process documents, and make it legal. In the same way, a stockbroker helps you buy small pieces of companies and keeps records of what you own. In Nigeria, brokers are registered with the Nigerian Exchange, NGX. They open an account for you, create something called a CSCS account to store your shares safely, and give you access to buy and sell stocks. Tunde learned that many beginners allow him to start with as little as 5,000 to 10,000 naira. That surprised him. But he also learns something else. Fees matter. Every time you buy or sell shares, there are transaction charges. If you invest 5,000 naira and fees are too high, your profit can disappear quickly. So, he compared brokers carefully. Are they properly registered? What are their charges per transaction? Do they have a simple mobile app? What is their minimum funding amount? After a few days of research, he picked one that was affordable and easy to use. He transferred 5,000 naira into his new investment account. His hands were slightly shaking. "Now what?" he whispered. Tunde decided to invest in a company he already understood, Access Bank PLC. Why Access Bank? Because he uses their ATM, he sees their branches everywhere. The business feels real to him. He understands how they make money: loans, savings accounts, transfers. He also looked at other well-known companies, like MTN Nigeria Communications PLC, the network he uses every day, and Dangote Cement PLC, whose cement built houses across the country. These are not small roadside businesses. They are large companies with thousands or millions of customers. He didn't try to buy everything at once. He started with 5,000 naira worth of shares in Access Bank. It felt small, almost too small, but planting a seed always looks small. The first week, he checked his investment app every morning. One day, his 5,000 naira became 5,120 naira. The next day, it dropped to 4,980 naira. His heart would race. Should I sell before I lose everything? But then he reminded himself, investing is not gambling. Stocks go up and down daily. That is normal. He learned that there are two main ways stocks make you money. First, stock price growth. If you buy a share at 20 naira and later it rises to 30 naira, your share is now worth more. If you sell at 30 naira, you make a profit. Second, dividends. Some companies share part of their yearly profit with shareholders. If you own shares when dividends are declared, you receive money directly into your bank account. One afternoon, Tunde received a notification: dividend payment received. It wasn't huge, but it was real. His money had made money. That moment changed him. Instead of spending the dividend on snacks or airtime, he reinvested it. He used it to buy more shares. He learned something powerful. Reinvesting is like watering a plant. The more you reinvest, the more your investment can grow over time. This is how compounding works. Profits generating more profits. Months passed. Tunde continued to invest small amounts whenever he could. 5,000 naira here, 10,000 naira there. But then came a test. A friend called him excitedly. "Buy this stock now. It will double in 1 week." Tunde was tempted. Who doesn't want fast money? But he remembered the rules he wrote in his notebook. Start small, diversify, avoid hot tips, be patient. Diversifying means not putting all your money into one company. If you invest everything in one stock and it crashes, you lose heavily. But if you spread your money across banking, telecom, and manufacturing companies, one bad performer won't destroy everything. So, instead of chasing the hot tip, Tunde slowly added shares in different sectors, a little in banking, a little in telecom, a little in cement. Investing, he realized, is like farming. You plant different crops so that if rain affects one, the others can survive. His portfolio didn't explode overnight. There were weeks it went down, there were months it barely moved. But over time, something steady began to happen. It grew. Not dramatically, not magically, but steadily. After 1 year, Tunde opened his app and stared at the total value. Between stock price growth and reinvested dividends, his money had increased. More importantly, his mindset had changed. He no longer saw 5,000 naira as too small. He saw it as a seed. He understood that building wealth through Nigerian stocks is not about quick wins. It's about discipline. It's about choosing solid companies. It's about using a reliable broker. It's about starting with what you have and staying consistent. He also understood risk. Stock prices can fall, companies can struggle. That is why research, patience, and diversification matter. Tunde is not a millionaire. Not yet, but he is no longer afraid of the stock market. He knows how to open a brokerage account, start with 5,000 to 10,000 naira, choose companies he understands, watch for dividends, reinvest profits, avoid emotional decisions, and stay patient. And that confidence, that is priceless. Because wealth in the stock market doesn't shout, it whispers. It grows slowly. It rewards those who start small, think long-term, and refuse to panic. So, let me ask you again. If Tunde could begin with just 5,000 naira, what's stopping you from planting your first seed?